This is a review of the Ninjutso Katana Superlight Wireless. It's a bit similar to the Logitech G Pro, but it feels like it pushes into your palm more. They say that it can be used with any grip style, but I think that a palm based one may be best, as your palm rests right on there pretty well. It's about 3 grams or so lighter than the Logitech G Pro, the Katana being around 60 grams and the G Pro being around 63 grams. It is also a bit cheaper than the G Pro if you were to look around. The only place to buy it in the UK is from Ninjutso's website, which takes a little while to arrive. The mouse uses Huano black pink dot switches. They actually feel pretty good. Nice clicks to them. They're a bit louder than the Logitech G Pro though. Here's how the clicks sound compared to my voice. As you can see here, the side clicks feel a lot more solid than the G Pro. Might be a bit louder. The mouse uses a TTC Gold encoder, which feels really good and smooth. It's quieter than the G Pro. It's smooth, but you can still feel the individual notches. Scroll wheel feels nice. It uses the Pixart PAW3370 sensor. Also, I find the magnetic charging feature pretty good, as you don't need to figure out which way the connector goes. You can easily put it on or take it off. The connection's strong enough that you can still use the mouse while it charges. If you're to somehow whack the front of the mouse though, you have to watch out for those pins. You don't want to be bending any of those. The connection's really strong, so you can still game while it's attached. You see it blinking green as it charges. You do have to have 2 spare USB ports for both of the cables, the one for the dongle and then magnetic cable. If the light on the top of the mouse starts blinking red, that means it's time to charge it, as it is lower than 10% battery life. It flashes green while charging, and once the green light turns solid green, that means it's finished charging. They promise up to 96 hours of battery life, but this could be on the lower polling rates possibly. You want the polling rate to be at 1000. They have software for the mouse, but I didn't use that. The mouse has onboard memory, so if you did anything in the software, it'll save to the mouse. If you want to change the polling rate, you have to hold the 2 side buttons in. If it's red, that's set to 125 Hz. If it's purple, it's 500 Hz. If it's blue, that's 1000 Hz. Out of the box, it's set to a lower level. You also change the DPI by pressing a button on the bottom of the mouse. Red for 400 DPI, purple for 800, blue for 1600, which is what I use, and then green for 3200. Here's a side comparison of the Logitech G Pro X Superlight. The hump is higher on the Ninjutso, it seems. PMM Mods PGPS, which is a G305 mod, 10% smaller G Pro. The Logitech G502 Proteus core. The Logitech G903 Lightspeed. The Razer Viper Ultimate. Finalmouse Starlight 12 Phantom Medium. Finalmouse Starlight 12 Poseidon Small. The Zaunkoenig M2K. Here's some gameplay of me using the mouse. Ninjutsu's warranty states that if you develop any faults within 1 year, then you can request to send it back. The warranty doesn't cover regular wear and tear though. I feel like this is a really nice mouse. It does feel a bit thicker than the G Pro to me. If you're someone who uses your palm while holding the mouse, then it'll be good for you. Compared to the G Pro, it's more rounded, as you can see. But yeah, I've been playing a few games with this, testing it out. Really nice mouse. I'm used to lighter mice, so it was a bit difficult at first. I do recommend this mouse if you're looking for something pretty solid, something a bit cheaper than the G Pro Superlight. The only place to buy it in the UK is from Ninjutsu's website, so that took a little while to arrive. But yeah, if you like the look at this, you should pick it up. If you like this review, please consider subscribing and checking out my other videos. You can find links up in the top right corner. I also have a second channel where I post all sorts of gameplay. Right now I'm trying to raise traction to my tech channel. Thanks for watching my review.